Hello everybody, welcome to the Esoteric Empire. Today I'll be making another video of a food for thought. Please be sure to check out the playlist if you're interested in more of these type of videos. So today I asked Source to help me be able to recognize what's real. And granted, there's probably a deeper reason as to why I said that. But after I finished, thinking and meditating and getting my day started, I sat and I thought. I said, well, goddamn, when did I need to understand what's real and what's fake? Like, where did that happen? Where did that disconnect start? Because if you think about it, it's pretty silly. You have to be exposed to some fake stuff to be trying to figure out what's real. And just for context, I wasn't speaking on like phenomenon. It was more about people, or people who are genuine, or interactions with people. How do I know it's real? How do I know whose intent is what? And within this spiritual journey, becoming woke, if you will, you start to see things for what they are, which is why I was so confused. I said, now why would I need help to understand what's real if I have, my third eye open and all this stuff, right? I should be able to see things very clearly. Up until this point, my conclusion or my answer that I've come up with is you can be as woke as you want to be. But the whole point of being able to notice or being woke, I hate using that word, but being awaken from your spiritual slumber. The whole point of that is because deception is what rules here. It's the whole reason why you have to wake up. Otherwise, there would be no point. It would just be we're just living life the way it's supposed to be lived. But because there is such a energy of deception, and sometimes it is for the greater good, but sometimes it is to deceive to a very deep level. And so you do connect to source to find what is real. That is the whole point, to get back to what is real. It doesn't mean that you can't partake in things that are not as authentic, but at some point in your spiritual journey, or at least what I've found, you will go through a stage where you need help. So at some point, I think the reason that I came to that conclusion to ask Source what is real and what is not was, one, to remind myself to a certain extent that Source can help you with anything that you need to understand, whether it's discernment, whether it's protection, whether it's knowledge, wisdom. I basically asked for clarity. And this is important because I feel when you go on your spiritual journey, or when you are on that path, you find your power, And so with finding that power, it can become very easy, especially in the beginning stages, to think that you are controlling your reality, which in a sense you are, but on a bigger scale of things, you're not. Source has full control, or at least full sight of everything that's going on. And so me asking Source, or requesting that Source help me have clarity when it comes to people and how I relate to other people and how I view things, my perception. It only reminded me that you must stay humble. Everything is not always going to be, 2020, like vision-wise. You're not going to always see what's coming next, and even me doing tarot. Like, everything is not mapped out, You have a gist of what's going on, but at the end of the day, you still need help from higher power. And I'm sure you guys know this, and I know this. I just wanted to kind of push that message out there, I wanted to amplify it because I found myself being like proud of myself for going to Source to ask for something, like that, instead of anything materialistic. But I also found myself being like, don't forget that, like, you do need help, and if you need it, Source is always there. It just needs your permission to grant you that, to help you, you know? And I believe that gratitude and showing appreciation for spirit really starts with appreciating and understanding what spirit can do for you, with you. I feel like this is all over the place, but I'm saying your relation to spirit, your divine connection to spirit is real, but throughout your journey, you must reignite that, you must reaffirm that, you must refresh that, you must evolve with that connection as well. And I feel like certain things that you can ask for, as far as like clarity or understanding, anything you ask for, you really just asking source to remind you the power that it possesses to help you. It's not that you're trying to dominate or create, a certain lifestyle or reality for yourself. You're really reminding yourself, dang, there's something out there way bigger than me that can literally show me, if I ask, the truth. In whatever sense of the form that you mean it in, or whatever you ask for, you're really just reminding yourself, I can't do this on my own, but I'm so glad that source and my connection to nature and my connection to God can lead me and show me. Like, all I have to do is ask and really just understand that because I'm such a small version compared to source, it's nothing for source to help me. It's literally nothing. I just have to go to source and request it and live righteously, to whatever extent that means for you. And in doing that, you reap the benefits because you're using source, the all-knowing, to get things done, but to also be living proof that source is the end all be all. And it's in these requests that we have, or that we speak, that we remind and we feed that energy. Because source doesn't necessarily need us, but I think all of us can agree that we need source. So I guess I just wanted to kind of speak about that and remind you, as a truth seeker, you have all the answers within you because you are connected to source. Nothing more, nothing less. We are nothing without everything that makes up everything that this is. We're a very small piece to a big puzzle, and there's nothing wrong with that. The fact that you are aware that you are of a puzzle that is created by source makes you chosen and makes you enlightened. I don't know, y'all. I don't really know where I was going with this topic, but I just wanted to, this is my way of showing appreciation and gratitude, and just being thankful to be able to see that I am covered by the energy that created everything. Like, that is amazing to me. No matter how small that I may be in the big scheme of things, I find that motivating. Because yeah, it's cool to say you can do things on your own, but man, if you can say you have an army of force and energy and everything from the cosmos all the way back down to energetic energy on earth, like, yo, to say that, that's power. That's power. And I just feel so powerful just being able to acknowledge that, to be able to be one of the few people who truly am searching or truly feeding the energy of gratitude, not in a material sense, or not because somebody said you must read this book or you must go to this place on Sunday. Like, not in that sense. I mean the true essence of source, and recognizing that it's all around us. It's not like this person in the sky. It's all around us. We are it. We are us as people, as entities with energies and souls, and as being spirits and being able to do these things, like, we are another extension of that. And it just goes on and on and on of how it's all connected, and I could talk about it all day, y'all. I really could. So hopefully that gave you the reminder or the alert to remember you are a part of Source. Source is waiting to help you. What's real is connection to Source. What's real is Source. What's real is nature. What's real is natural. What's real is understanding that fake does exist, and sometimes fake can be so much, engulfed into your brain that you start to think that's real. But being real is acknowledging that and being okay with understanding you're not always going to have it right, and you're not always going to be able to do it by yourself. Real is Source, man. So yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for allowing me to just attempt to try to even explain my feelings towards being connected, to something bigger than myself. And I just want to give a shout out to Source. Shout out to all of the spirit guides, all of the angels, all of the ascended masters, all of the ancestors before me who had a sense or who understood this feeling that I feel. I want to give a shout out to all of the spirit guides and everything that really kept watching me, as helpers to Source, to remind me, hey, look, Source is still watching you. I'm watching you. Like, that spiritual backing. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm losing y'all, but all right, I'm gonna go ahead and log off. Thank you so much for listening. I love you all so much. Yeah, go do something in nature today. All right, y'all. Bye.